we are going to observe this and you tell me what you see. For example, if I take the balloon and put on top of water, and at the same time I take the piece of chalk and put on top of water, oh wow, I will see the difference. The balloon and chalk, there will be a difference that we can observe by using our eyes. Who can tell me what is the difference we are observing here? Raise up your hand and tell me what is the difference between the balloon and the chalk. Yes, Moses, try to tell me what is the difference. Rise up, stand up and tell me. Yes?
I see. Balloon remaining on top of water.
Oh, you see the balloon remain on top of water. And it is true, is it?
Yes.
The balloon remain on top of water. Oh, very true. And what about chalk?
Chalk is heavier than balloon.
Is chalk remain on top? Class, is chalk remain on top of water?
No.
But rather it goes?
Down.
It goes down to the water, is it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Moses. But here now we have to ask ourselves, as a scientist, the question, why? Why balloon remain on top of water while chalk goes down? We have to ask ourselves, why you balloon you don't want to go down? And why you chalk you don't want to stay on top? We have to ask ourselves why. So, can you guess why then? Who can guess why this one goes down and why this one still is on top? Who can tell me? Yes, Alan?
Balloon has low mass.
Oh, balloon has low mass. That's why the balloon is on top. Okay. Another one. And what about chalk?
The chalk has large mass.
Oh, either it is because of mass. Balloon has low mass, that's why the balloon is on top. And this one has large mass, that's why it is on the bottom. So, is mass the only reason for the balloon to stay up and the chalk to remain down? Let's see. So now, let's go and watch the video and then to go and seek whether is the mass that caused the balloon to stay on top and the mass that make this chalk to go down. Let's go and watch our video and then we're going to see is it true or false. Are we together?
Yes.
Are we ready for the video?
Yes.
Okay, now get prepared to see the following video. Hi. Have you ever asked yourself why some body floats and why some other body sink? Yes, that is a very interesting question. You have to ask yourself why there are some objects, which sometimes we call it a heavy one, tend to sink when placed on top of water, while others, they float while put on top of water. For example, like when we try to put the coin on top of water, then our coin suddenly will sink up to the bottom. Now, the question is to ask yourself why this happened, as well as why at the same time when we put like wooden block on top of water, then that wooden block will float. Very interesting. As a physicist, you have to ask yourself on every scenario you are trying to observe the question why. So here's the fact. If we try now to zoom in the water, like here now, I am in the liquid, and try to observe this floating object here, like you see, they are floating now. But if I try to go further and do the research on why this object float, then I will notice that there is the force inside here that try to push this object upward. Yes, of course, there is a force on any floating object that pushes this object upward, like they're telling the object, no, don't come in. Yes. For example, take a balloon, like here. I take the balloon and try to push downward, but if somehow I leave it, then automatically will be pushed upward, like if there is someone inside trying to throw away that balloon. So that experience shows that there is something inside the liquid that push object upward. And that force probably we have given it its name. And it is called an upthrust. So what is an upthrust? If I ask you, pause the video and try to tell me what is an upthrust. Yes, of course. By telling me that upthrust is just that force found inside the liquid tend to push any object upward, you are right. But not necessarily this upthrust to win its battle. Yes, of course. Sometimes it fails, though it tried. The video. What you come to realize after watching the video? Anyone with an idea? After watching the video, what did you come up to realize? Okay, Max?
After the video,
Yes.
I come to realize that in the liquid there is a force which is called an upthrust. An upthrust is the force that holds up the object from sinking.
Ah, wow. Clap the hand for Maxi. Yeah, so after watching the video, we come to realize that there is the force from the liquid which causes this balloon to stay up and not the mass, is it?
Yes.
And also that force, it seems like failed to hold the chuck upward, is it?
Yes.
So the only reason for the body to stay up or to go down, from the video we come to realize it is known as what? Upthrust. Together?
Yes. To see this experiment, when I put this object on the top of water, there are some water which are displaced from the beaker. This water, when will be measured, will be equal to this floating object. There are some water which are displaced from the beaker.
Oh.
Yes.
Show the students those water displaced.
The water that are displaced from the beaker are this one.
Is this one. Okay, we have the water displaced from the beaker. You can put here. Okay, so we have the water displaced from the beaker after putting the object that is floating together.
Yes.
Okay, so we have this one, water displaced. Again.
I will measure this water.
Oh, you will measure this water, its weight from the beam balance. So we are going now to see the weight of this water displaced together.
Yes.
And try to measure it. Okay? After measure it, you will notice its number, its value. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, after measuring this, then
I will measure this floating object.
okay, another thing is to measure the weight of this floating object that causes this water displacement. Is equal? We are right?
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to measure this now. Oh, can you tell your students what you are observing there?
Yes. The weight of this floating object is equal to the water displaced from the beaker.
Oh, amazing! The weight of this and the weight of this water displaced is equal. Wonderful! Now, it seems as if that if the body floats and displaces the water, then the water displaced, and these floating object weights, they are equal. They are equal. And this we call a law of flotation. Say a law of flotation.
A law of flotation.
Which tells us that the weight of a floating object and the water displaced are usually equal. Who can